I have sound. No sound's on. See?
Oh my gosh.
I'm an idiot. You guys should hear us now.
Anywho, I said I have a headache. I didn't even know we were live. I took some Tylenol, so I should be okay in a couple minutes. But I'm like out of it. And Brandon's like, hey, we're going to be live in now. I'm like, but then we were muted, and that's a thing. So, sorry. Anywho, this is Whiskey Tango Talk. We are here every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Central. I'm Kristin. This is my husband, Brandon. We live at and own whatever Whiskey Tango Farms in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. We have our websites, whiskeytangofarms.net. We do sell Coturnix quail eggs, and we ship them nationwide. Well, to the continental U.S. We haven't ventured into Alaska or Hawaii or any of those shenanigans yet. Maybe someday. I'm not sure what's all involved. But so whiskeytangofarms.net. We have Facebook, Instagram, obviously YouTube. If you're watching us, this dual streams at YouTube and Facebook on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central live. We just kind of hang out and we talk. We have more frequent than we probably should story time, which is basically just me going off like on tangent and telling you some story or another. We're NPI Peaks. Like I said, we ship nationwide. We also have rabbits, gardening. We're into self-sufficiency. Let's see here. We specialize in feather sexable Coturnix quail. We do have some celadons and some special projects we're working on as well. On our website, we also have stacking egg trays that my bearded, beloved hubby here prints in 15 and 30 count. And he can customize them. We have t-shirts, posters, no calendars currently, but stay tuned for that. We're working on some, or hopefully we'll be working on some stuff here. Lots of Facebook groups out there that you can join as well. Like if you don't get your question answered here, you'll think of something later. There's newbie quail lovers, quail call, quail in the kitchen, self-sufficient quail, quail for profit, QuailCon 2022. Oh, that's something, hey, we should probably talk about. Yeah, dear, hey. QuailCon 2022, we are co-hosts with My Shire Farm. You'll be hosted at My Shire Farm in Miamisburg, Ohio on Labor Day weekend. It'll be a 2-day event. Get your tickets now at myshirefarm.com. There are camping passes. There's a quail dinner. There's a meet and greet. There'll be raffles and lots of fun stuff. So be there or be square. All right. My mouth is dry. I think that's about it. We'll get rolling here. We don't really have much for announcements. I did have something I kind of... What is wrong with my face in this? Are we frozen? Oh, there we go. My face was frozen really weird on my iPad, and it was like mad RBF. We no longer have to wear masks at work, which is super cool. But the bad part about that is now everybody knows I have RBF, even worse. So, why? What's wrong with you? Are you pretending to be frozen? Gucci, Gucci, go. Oh my gosh. Anywho, I do have some announcements probably for next week. I was going to say some stuff tonight, but I want to make sure that in the time and day and age of social media that it happens in the right order. So anyhow, nothing like babbling. We missed a couple comments on like our streaming software, so I'll just read them over here. First, we have Mr. S.O. Swanson in the house. He says, hey there to my favorite quail couple, aw, and to all you wonderful, enthusiastic quail people as well. Fine, rabbit and gardening people too. Greetings to one and all from Memphis, Tennessee. Well, thanks for joining us. We greatly appreciate that you're here. Steve is one of our friends. We really, really like him. He seems pretty okay sometimes. No, just kidding. We love you. We have Verna, who is our moderator in the house. Evening, Chris and Brandon and Cuz. Jasmine is here. Hi, friends. Ed Got Bait, another one of our moderators, is here. Good evening, everyone. And, of course, thank you to Ed and Verna for moderating for us. We greatly appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to pass the baton to you. All right, it's all you, babe.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good evening. I get to talk.
Your turn.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I shared a link in the thing. If anybody wants to join us live to ask questions live, they can join us.
Friends.
So
I like friends.
At least it should be there. Yep. I posted it. So
he'll add you.
If you guys want to join, join.
Tell them how to join.
You just click the link and it'll connect you, and I can add you to the stream. And we
Yeah.
can see your lovely face with ours.
You go into like a waiting room type thing, and then he turns.
I turn you on.
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, that sounds weird. I was gonna rephrase it, but he said it anyhow. So yeah, you go in the waiting room, and then Brandon will turn you on.
I'll connect you to the friends if anybody wants to. That's all right. Verna says she just finished my quail and rice dinner. Yummy.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
Does sound good.
Jasmine says I am getting all my brooders sanitized and set up for all the new chicks that are hopping around in the refrigerator. That's awesome.
How's your because I know you were trying to modify your baskets. I hope that's going around good. It's going well for you. I know we were talking last week or maybe the week before about that and got some ideas. I guess I can scoot closer to you. You seem okay, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't have cooties, do ya?
Jesse is here. Says good evening, everybody. Good evening, Jesse. Thanks for joining the fun, wacky whiskey tango talk.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Jasmine says, can you guys talk about brooder styles, options, and the best sanitization for each kind? I mainly stick with spraying down with hydrogen peroxide.
You said like
hydrogen.
Hydrotrojan.
Shut up.
So I don't know if there's
but
like
thinking about switching to diluted Listerine due to AI.
Okay, so first part, brooder style / options. We started with just like Sterilite tubs from Walmart, and then we tried building our own and like painting them. It has some design flaws. We have way too many chicks and quickly outgrew brooders as well, so we have them in the wooden home-built ones as well as the Sterilite totes.
Wire bottom for
yeah. With coated.
The wire bottom is awesome. I would definitely, if you want to build something, build something like that with a removable tray that you can clean out, and wire bottom is the best. But
I wish we need to add a support where our tray goes in, because some like when there's a lot of poop where if like they spill water or food, I'll be pulling it out and then it like dumps and it's a mess. But so we just need to add like a middle support. Dale from Dale's Quails sells like very similar ones, and I believe, don't quote me, that he can do like custom stuff too, because he and that might take a little longer. I know he's very busy right now. He built like a special one for Verna, like a smaller size for her apartment living, which is super cool. So you can get them there. You can buy like pre-made ones. But as far as us, those are just the two we have. For cleaning, I was at first using like Lysol or like Clorox spray, but first of all, it hurts like my nose and sinuses and stuff. But so I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it doing to the quail? So then I switched to Thieves cleaner from Young Living, because
she's young and she's living, so she uses that to clean the brooders out. It smells good, and it does like a good job.
Yeah,
I think it does a very good job on cleaning. So.
And I don't feel like I'm gonna kill my birds, but I feel like things are very clean. Okay, so story time. It's not really a story, but well, kind of, I guess. So Thieves, for those of you that don't know, like essential oils, at least the Young Living blend, is called Thieves because when there was the sorry, I have a headache, the Black Plague, and people were robbing graves, and these grave robbers got caught, and the king was like, well, I'll spare your lives or like give you an easier sentence or whatever if you tell us how you were robbing these graves but not catching this disease. And they said, well, we were using this blend of herbs and stuff, and I would have to look at their ingredients. It's been a really long time. That they're like, I don't want to say like antiseptic. Don't quote me. Basically, it like kills diseases. Kind of like silver is used in the medical world sometimes because of its antimicrobial and bacterial properties and whatever. Science, right? So Young Living, which is a company that makes essential oils, took this blend of essential oils of those like herbs and ingredients and made a blend called Thieves. And it does a very good job cleaning. And Young Living, they have like hand soap with it and hand sanitizer and dish detergent and laundry detergent. I just use it's like a concentrate bottle, and I pour like one little capful in how big is that bottle?
32 ounces.
32 ounces, and I use our RO reverse osmosis water in there.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, so sometimes we use reverse osmosis water. Really, you don't need to. The only reason I do that is because that fills slower and then it doesn't cause bubbles and foam. That's why I do it. I could just turn the faucet on slow, but I feel like extra crunchy when I use the RO
turn
water.
The faucet on slow. There's a slow mode to the faucet?
Yeah. Like low running, dripping, not like little over dripping.
It's a low flow.
I have a headache. Quit picking on me. You can't pick on me for at least another 10 minutes. Anywho, that's what we use. And the one time I like ran out of that and I used some other like supposedly like cleaner, like hippie cleaner, because it makes me feel better about myself and the environment and stuff. So I try, but I know a lot of those things are marketed that way. Do not actually, like, they lie. So, and I know that, but I feel really good about the thief stuff. So anyhow, moving on.
My opinion on the Listerine is that only thing that's in there that's going to kill anything is alcohol. So you literally could just go get yourself some isopropyl alcohol, you know.
Maybe she likes it being minty fresh.
Well, I don't think that
maybe she wants her
the original Listerine, I don't think, is mint.
Maybe their teeth need to
But
shiny.
anyways, the original brown Listerine just has the highest percentage of alcohol in Listerine.
Oh, I have a story.
That's the only reason. But I could be wrong. People could prove me wrong. I don't care. But like, my theory is
in your opinion,
my opinion.
You're open to suggestions.
It's just the alcohol in it, so it doesn't make any sense using it.
I
find it silly using that for things. But
we sent some Listerine to a soldier overseas once.
Yeah,
I'm not going to admit that on the internet.
That's my opinion. I like the Thieves stuff. I think it does a very good job cleaning, killing bugs. Nice. If I'm overly concerned about something and I don't think the Thieves does it, then we will use the bleach cleaner once in a while. But then we don't use those brooders for a day or two.
Like, they need to air out.
It needs to, yeah.
Because I feel like that material too, like, probably like it definitely hangs on to that smell. So, and just birds in general are very susceptible to respiratory stuff.
Everybody's telling me I can't hear me. Now you can hear me.
Sorry.
Jasmine says the main active ingredient in the original Listerine is antimicrobial and antiviral, so that's where my head went to produce the disinfectant and brooders. Well, that's what alcohol is. But
that makes sense.
Kelly says, hey, you.
Tickle Trunk is in the house. Kelly's nickname is Tickle Trunk, for those of you that don't know.
Jasmine says, hey guys, hear you loud and clear. Hope you feel better quickly, my friend.
Thank you.
You feeling down in the weather too?
Well, I have said like 50 times I have a headache.
Oh, you do? I just don't feel good, so.
Oh, well, you're faking it very well. I'm proud of you.
Lovely. Peg Pieces. Hi, everyone from North Carolina. Hello.
Hi.
Jesse says, Kristin, I mailed you something yesterday. Says it'll arrive Friday.
Ooh, exciting. Thank you. That's fun. I like checking the mail when there's fun stuff coming that's not just bills.
Josh's Punk Rock Garden says, hello from frozen upstate New York. Hello. Thanks for joining.
I still love that name. That's super fun.
Ed Gape says, chicks will be minty fresh, LOL, with Listerine.
See?
Dale's here from Dale's Quails. Good evening, everyone. Wisconsin here. Hello.
Verna posts all the links to the quail groups that I like Went through really fast, so check those out. Please, side note, make sure you answer the questions if you ask to join those groups, because that's how we like vet the scammers out. So if you don't answer those, you will not be accepted. So just answer the questions. Agree to the group rules. We'll see you there. Thanks.
And don't sell stuff in the groups.
Yes, or else.
Dale says he's got a simmering pot of quail broth to dehydrate as bouillon.
Ooh, fancy.
Jesse says Loretta says hi to everyone as well. Well, hello.
Hey, Loretta.
Johnny says eventful day with quail today. Found the bully and got rid of him. Awesome.
I hope he tastes wonderful.
Good to know.
The bullies always taste better.
Johnny called me, or Johnny, and I'm sorry, I forgot your wife's name. But anyways,
I know it too.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. But they called me today and said they had a bully. And they were trying to find the bully. They were they were had a couple. I don't. My brain just. I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on. Ed Got Bait says one day I'll do it on a live. He means join. Well, you can do it today.
Yeah.
You can say hi. Anybody's welcome. What?
Oh, because I asked if you had cooties, and she said no, you have rabies.
I have rabies. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Is that why you foam at the mouth sometimes and growl?
Yep. Every night. Johnny says our mistake. We had many males in the breeders. Too many males in the breeder set. Had 4 males with 8 females. They looked like female when we paired them up, but we were wrong. That would do it.
It's 2022. That happens more often than not these days.
Anyways.
Tell me I'm wrong.
And Got Bait said, wait, maybe I need to do it now, LOL.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do it.
Brenna even shared the link.
Yeah.
You can join us live. You're welcome to answer questions or ask questions or
just say hi.
Just say hi. Whatever you want. And join us. I'll wait. I was kidding about waiting. I just need a drink. Veronica is here. Says finally made it. Hi all. Hello. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Oh, how did I skip? Did I skip? No. Oh, I missed the Verna. He has rabies. And then Ed says, Verna, I guess we're going to have to put him down. Oh, I've been this long this time with rabies, and I'm still good, right?
There's hope.
Just kidding. Where the heck was I?
What?
Jennifer Wild Dobbs says poop. Good question. What's the poop question?
Quail poop a lot.
She says hello from Princeton.
Oh,
Well, hello.
Princeton, Wisconsin?
I'm guessing so.
I love me some Princeton flea market. Oh, when's that open?
I recognize her picture from Facebook. I believe I talked to her before in our chats.
Oh,
I think we sold her silkies last year.
Okay.
I think that was the lady I talked to the other day about selling. We sold her silkies and
that name looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Princeton. I need to see when the flea market is open. I love the Princeton flea market, guys. That's when I bought my first rabbit from a little Amish boy. What? Remember?
Yep.
I paid like $6 for it.
Yep. Anyways. Katrina's here. Says, hello everyone from Gilroy, California.
Woo-hoo.
Just listening on the phone today. Harvested 18 rabbit grow-outs. First time last week and this week. I hope you are doing well and your baby buns are all doing good. Yes, they are.
Now that
Finally
we caught them.
I finally caught the one that escaped. Well, two
They
escaped.
all escaped.
No,
I thought they all did.
only 2 escaped.
Oh.
And we caught Nessie, the nest box eye rabbit. I did actually. She or he, whatever, was an easy catch. Its name's Nessie now. The other one just ran like a bat out of you know what, and like across the yard and all over, and has been out of the cage for.
It was since Sunday because that was when.
Was it since Sunday?
Because I went.
I was gonna say it was like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, because I had off a couple days from work, and it was the day I went back to work, so it would have been Sunday.
But I was in the backyard with Nano today, and I seen something black run across on the other side of the fence. I'm like, oh, I think I know where it went. And then I sent the kids out there, and they caught it. So
I'm actually really happy he caught it. I think I was talking to Brooke and Tiffany and maybe Jasmine as well. And I said that they got out, and I'm like, I wasn't too hopeful that because we caught the one, I wasn't too hopeful about catching the one that he caught today because there's a barred owl that like lives across the street, and like I hear it out there a lot. And then one of our neighbors down the road, she actually just posted on Facebook like she finally got a picture of it, and I'm like, yeah, he's been around, or she for a couple years now, or since we moved in, I've been hearing it. And
it's been in the tree. The pine trees right here on the edge of the property.
Probably because there's been a little bite-sized bunny running around the yard.
No, well, I seen it last fall.
Oh.
I came out and got into the truck or car or whatever, and I saw the owl in the tree.
During the day?
It was at night.
Oh, I was like, barred owls
like dark.
are usually...
It was dark out.
Okay, interesting.
I heard it hooting.
Or was it hollering?
Whatever.
Yeah, I like barred owls. I love owls. Like, for those of you who don't know, I have an owl tattoo on my arm. This is a saw-whet owl, but
I bet you can see it, but it's fine. You really, it's fine.
Whatever. Anyhow, I really like owls. However, I don't like them eating my food or my animals. I mean, the one rabbit that was running around was probably going to end up being eaten anyhow because it has a star that is not really fading or going away.
Oh, it's a big star. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see that star running across the freaking yard.
So that one will be culled, but we're waiting for it to...
It'll be nano food.
Yeah, but it needs to like grow up more.
Couple more weeks.
And then this morning, Olivia brought in the rabbits. I'm laying in bed, like still trying to wake up, and all of a sudden, this like something is on my chest, scratching the crap out of me, which reminds me I need to clip their nails. And I was like, "What is going on?" And I looked down, and there's this baby bunny on my chest, and I'm like, "What is happening?" She's like, "It's bald on the back." I'm like, "What?" So I look, it wasn't bald, but like the mama rabbit was pulling fur, because the kits are 8 weeks old today. And I bred her. She is due this coming Sunday. So she's supposed to get her nest box on Friday. So I quick texted Tiffany, and she said that, yeah, the mom, she like needs her space. She's basically like done with these babies and like wants them gone. She needs her space. So we separated them.
Interesting.
Yeah. So thankfully, like she didn't hurt, like nobody got hurt. So it's all good. But that was my mistake. I should have separated them. And apparently I should have waited to breed her until they were about 8 weeks. But I bred her when they were 4 weeks. So that's my bad. But everybody's okay. So hopefully we'll have more kits on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. And that'll be Elsa and Galaxy.
Got that written down somewhere.
I do. It's in the calendar.
Some pedigree all. Never mind. Anyways. Oh, there's a Jasmine. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm just sitting here yakking.
Yeah, I didn't even notice, but
just...
I'm going to answer Jenny's. Separated 3 injured birds and put blue coat on them. That's awesome.
I love blue coat.
I will add Jasmine.
There's Jasmine's pretty face. Hi.
Hi. Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Fuzzy. There's something fuzzy by you.
It was a dog.
Oh, he's so cute.
She's a brat. She's so bratty. Just saying hi, and I'm really excited about my new babies.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask how the garden seedlings were doing, so,
They're doing amazing.
Awesome.
I recorded a somewhat video about them, and I was going to edit it, but then I decided not to because the video kind of sucks. I don't know. It was like just a random thing. So I was like, this random thing just can't be shown.
Look at that
I wasn't
tail.
happy with it.
I'm sure it would have been fine. We would all
It might be.
learn.
Maybe I'll still post it.
You should post it.
But
I'm having a
there's gonna
Wi-Fi
be
connection.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot more seedling and planting and seeds and talking about the garden coming up. So
We're gonna need a
That'll be
greenhouse, I think.
I need a greenhouse. I need to build a big one with lots of windows and a she shed attached to the back.
Yes.
this sounds great.
You know,
you
with
get
all the
one
other
done,
projects.
say if
that?
you get one finished, you can send Luke up and he can build one with us, right?
Yeah. Right. You know, as soon as we get the house finished and all of the honey-do list completed, I'll send him right on up to you guys.
Is the honey-do list ever complete?
Never. Never. But anyway, yeah, my cilantro's growing and it made me think of Kristin and her love for cilantro, and hers looks better than mine right now because I had to restart mine, but it's growing. Hi, Winnie dog.
Oh, hello. Is that the deaf one?
This is the deaf one.
Super cute.
She's a stinker. Hi, baby. Yes.
Oh, hello. Yeah, Brandon taught me because he always had fans in his grow tent, and I thought it was just to like get the heat like moving around and stuff. But I didn't realize too that obviously like makes them stronger. So now that I don't have a fan on mine, so like now he taught me to like kind of like pet them as I walk by so that they get like, strong. So and it's actually working. I pet my cilantro and dill.
I think that's so great. That's one thing that I learned, I don't know, when I first started planting things from my favorite YouTube gardener. It's The Rusted Garden. Gary Pilarczyk. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he's like, if you don't have a fan, pet them. I was like, pet them? So now I just...
Oh, he actually said pet them?
Yeah, he said to rub your hand across the plants and pet the plants as they're growing because it strengthens them and helps with the hardening off process before you get them ready to go outside. So it really strengthens their stems so they don't flop over. And so now I love doing it especially with the tomatoes. I love the smell of tomato. Oh, dog, you're going to disconnect us with your big fat nose. Excuse her rudeness. She can't hear me telling her she's rude. The smell of tomatoes, like they have those little hairs on them and they put off like almost like a sweat, and that smell of tomato leaves. Can you not? Oh my goodness. Winnie Jane, go.
Yeah, I like that guy's information. I watched a few of his stuff. But I don't know, there's something about his voice. I actually put him on today because I needed to sleep. I put him on YouTube, and he put me right to sleep. I mean, no offense or anything, but like he's got that voice, and I fell asleep listening to him talk about gardening today.
Because it's so peaceful. Gardening is so peaceful. That's why.
He does have like kind of like, I don't know. It's like, it's not a monotone voice, but it's very like melancholy and soothing. I don't know. It's like,
I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I don't know, it helped me take a nap.
Yeah.
You needed one. You've been cranky.
But anyway, I'll let you guys get back to your live stream. I just wanted to say hi and chat about the garden.
Thanks for joining.
Bye, Winnie. Bye, Jasmine.
He's now sleeping on the bed.
All right.
Bye.
Alrighty. We have a Melissa says, "Sup, WTF?"
Whoop whoop. Hi. I lost my spot.
Brenna says, "See, told you he has rabies. LOL." Quail Town wants to know what WTF is AI plan and precautions are?
Yeah, so obviously with being NPIP, we're very cautious with like letting, like we don't let the dogs in the barn or anything like that. Making sure
We have
that.
dogs.
Did you just say we have dogs? Yes. Anyways, so we're very careful with that, keeping things clean, like wiping them down all the way. And then we're very aware when we do our testing for NPIP, which is just the Palorum salmonella. So that just gets done yearly for us, anyways. And that's just a rapid blood test. Well, technically, we don't have to do it till like probably end of May, beginning of June, because it runs June.
Oh, we got an email about it.
July 3rd, June. I have to look at the dates again. But anyways, as far as AI, it's usually carried by, or the reason it becomes a problem is because of wild migratory birds. Usually, to my knowledge, it starts with waterfowl, actually, like wild ducks, and then they'll intermingle with domestic ducks, like farm ducks, and then it kind of goes from there. But then obviously they can pass it off to like songbirds, and now they're all coming, at least the migratory ones, are all coming from the south up north here. So if you have any birds, chickens, ducks, whatever, that are kept outside and may intermingle with wild birds, that is where the problem is. So for us, our quail, I mean, we test for it anyways, which reminds me I have to like send all that in. And it's just like a little swab in their mouth, and then we send it into the state of Wisconsin to the special laboratory, and then they test for it. I'm sorry, I like lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. I believe we have to do it quarterly to be considered AI clean. However, a lot of states, and it says on the NPIP website, a lot of states, especially now, are requiring you to be
Within
AI clean within the last 30 days. So just doing it monthly, it's honestly that it's not like cheap, but it's not like super expensive either. So we just do it monthly. It's not a big deal. It's super easy to do. But yeah, we make sure, we have swaps coming up and stuff. And usually we're very careful to quarantine any animals we bring back. This summer for any swaps and stuff, I won't buy from anybody that I don't know, to be honest. Like,
I don't plan on buying anything back.
Yeah.
Or bringing anything back.
Because the problem is that it's very quick moving. So it's possible that a bird could have it and you don't know it, and then you bring it into your flock and then it's all over. Like, it's spreads so quick. So anything that we don't sell at swaps, which usually isn't much of a problem, we'll go straight to the freezer, whether for us, the dogs, falconers, whatever. It's just not worth the risk.
All right.
But yeah.
Alan Floyd says, I have 4 Nurturite 360s. I need to clean. What should I use? Honestly, soap and water works good. But if you want disinfect it, you can use alcohol or something or anything like that.
I guess I should say the base, I use Dawn and water, and then like the dome part, I use the Thieves.
Yeah, I've used the Thieves or all of it. I've used just the bleach spray,
or Clorox.
The
White
Clorox
works good.
spray, but yeah, soap and water works good on those, and then you can disinfect it with alcohol or anything else. Oh, forgot. Witch Doctor's here, says hi, y'all.
Hey.
Hello. Stick Clan. I think it says Stick Clan. Yep. Our WTF hatching eggs arrived today. Thank you for the extra eggs for packaging them so well. We have raised chickens in the past, but these are our first quail. Well, that's exciting. Let us know how things go.
They're addicting. You've been warned.
So I wonder who that was.
But thank you. It's awesome.
Psycho Ward 360 says your great grandchildren are hatching today, guys. That's awesome.
Oh dear God.
Jay Verson. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Hi, y'all from Sacramento, California. Hello. Jasmine asked again how our seedlings are doing. Well, she asked live and on here. They're doing great. Peg P. Going to a rabbit show on Saturday to meet breeders for meat rabbits.
Awesome.
That's great.
Definitely don't be afraid to ask questions either, because most breeders and stuff love to talk about their rabbits, and they tend to be very passionate. So don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, and verify the sex. Josh's Punk Rock Garden says bullies do taste delicious.
Yes, facts.
I think any quail tastes delicious,
but it always feels good to.
It's. I don't know. I can't speak. Words are hard to come to the mouth today. Jasmine says, I had quail soup with homemade quail bone broth today. Delicious and nutritious. That sounds amazing.
It does.
I need to make more quail dishes. Quail Town says, on Amazon, the price for wheat berries has jumped $12.98 from $4.41. What else can we feed quail as prices are jumping? I have no idea.
Duckweed. Where's Ed? Black soldier fly larvae, mealworms. I mean, those aren't cheap to buy themselves anyways, but I know a lot of people raise black soldier fly larvae for that, or they have their own fodder and stuff like that. I think supplementing will help ease that cost for now. So, and in a pinch, cat food. So,
Melissa asks, in your opinion, minimum amount of female to male ratio. A good ratio is 5-to-1. The lowest I would really suggest would be 4-to-1. You can go lower, but the hens really look beat up. And the most I'd ever put with one male would be 7.
I was going to say 6 or 7. So. It's weird. I think and that's the case most of the time. There are some males that are just like super docile.
And they're fine.
That you can keep one-on-one. So it really depends on the male. But as a general rule, yeah, I definitely say probably 4 at a minimum, usually. So there are exceptions, of course, but.
Witch Doctor asks, can quail eat sprouted seeds, and would they need grit?
Yeah, they can eat sprouted seeds. I definitely would offer grit, I would offer it off to the side so they can pick it as they need. So, yeah. Birds are really good at, it's weird, actually, knowing what they need most of the time. So, it would be a bad idea to offer it.
Josh's Punk Rock Garden says, I fed my quail sprouted flaxseed from the grocery store.
That's cool.
There you go. Psycho Ward 360 says, man, we all need to get land so we can start growing our own bird and rabbit food.
Yep.
We are definitely growing more rabbit or animal.
I thought you said rabbit turd.
And animal-focused gardening this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they can have more to eat.
Yeah, some fresh, fun snacks.
Verna says another good thing for quail is kale.
Mm-hmm. And rabbits. And people.
Johnny says, now that we realize we only had 8 females, we put 2 male. Is that okay? Yes. That's perfectly fine. Your females might be a little more beat up, but since it's in a community setting, they should probably be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly says, have you guys tried growing fodder or mealworms yet for your animals? I started a fodder batch today of barley. That's pretty cool. We have not.
I have a little container Brandon bought me, the the like revolving stacking thingy.
Yeah.
And that has, and then I bought alfalfa seed because we didn't realize it came with, I think, barley.
Yeah, it comes with some seed.
I think it was.
I don't
it
remember
barley.
what it
I
was.
can't remember. Something. It came with something, but I also have.
Plan on showing that though soon.
Yes.
Just running.
We will have more time in the future.
Yeah, in a few weeks.
T-minus 12 days.
Shut up. Yeah. Jesse says took Loretta to a rabbit show Sunday. I wanted standard Rex for show and meet and got a pair, and Loretta managed to convince me to get her a pair of mini Rex. They sold her the pedigree pair for 20. Wow.
That's a
for $25.
deal.
That's awesome.
It must have been because they're like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Take these.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Good for you guys.
Feather and Chanel said, woohoo, it's Miss Enthusiastic in person. She's talking about Jasmine. Yeah.
She's just a ray of sunshine. When I think of Jasmine, I think of the color yellow.
Yeah, everybody's saying hi to her when she popped on. Kelly says, I would hop on to say hi, but it's been a freaking day. From you know where and you know why. I'm a hot mess over here. LOL.
Sending hugs and love.
You'll get through it.
Yes.
I know you will.
You got this, girl.
You're awesome. Todd says, hey, WTF, from Crete, Illinois. Tried breeding one of our doe last week, and she went lift for the buck. The experience freaked her out so much that she doesn't want us touching her. Any suggestions?
Treats and time. We had, when we first got Souffle, actually, I don't know if I have a picture. I do have a picture. I don't know if I posted it.
Oh, our male creme d'argent?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Mr. Tornado.
He was so crazy, you guys, that
we would walk, I think we were probably only like 10 feet from his cage or so, and he would just start tornadoing in his cage.
He ran so fast, he was running on the walls. And his cage
bending.
went from straight sides to like concave.
Yeah, they were like this.
Or
on all
convex.
four. Yeah. On all four sides.
Yeah. His cage is spherical now. But anyways, I had posted in one of my rabbit groups that Tiffany runs, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do about this thing? Like, I'm not even gonna be able to stick my hand in there to like grab him to breed or whatever. And somebody's like, just treats. And with a lot of time, like, he eats from my hand now. And now, like, when we walk up to the cage, he comes up to us. So I would definitely say give her treats.
It was in our video that he came up to you and like pulled a treat out of your in our last rabbit video about the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I would say treats, and then I guess I'd wonder too, like, when you bred them, did you put him in her cage? Because that can cause some issues. I would definitely try putting her into his cage, and if that doesn't work, have like, if you have a spare cage, have them breed in there, or switch their cages.
Swap cages for a little while, and then
she'll smell him and stuff.
Yeah, and then bring her back into his cage, or
her old cage.
Him back into his cage with her, and then see if they'll do the deed.
Yeah, she probably just needs some time. Just be patient.
Kelly says, wow, what? Plant petting? This is genius. I know.
Yeah.
I am.
It actually surprisingly...
My head's like this big now.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Almost break my nose. It's really crazy too. I did it like once or twice, and Is
that why they're all flat over now?
This morning they were fine. Did one of the cats jump up there?
They
maybe
fainted.
They fainted. Oh my God. They probably
need
water.
I watered them.
Oh, anyways, like when I only did that a couple times, and it really helped strengthen them. Like they went from very floppy to like more sturdy. So it works, but you have to water them still.
Josh's Punk Rock Garden says Gary Pilachik is the best. I learned so much from his channel. Yes, that's his name. Johnny says my wife Tracy says thank Jasmine for replaying
replying
to her post today and thank Brandon for the phone call. Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot her name. I knew it was a T. Like, I just, like, for some reason would not come out. Bears Farm says hello from Tennessee. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Katrina says simulates wind to make seedlings stronger, also called spanking your tomatoes. Supposed to strengthen them.
I don't know why that sounds so dirty.
So the funny thing is, you know, Jasmine says she loves touching the tomatoes and like the smell of it. I absolutely hate the smell of the tomatoes when you touch them. I cannot stand the smell of the tomatoes.
What's it
when you
smell
touch
like?
them.
Not like a tomato?
To me, no, it doesn't.
Oh.
It just reeks. I just can't stand it.
Interesting. I guess
So,
we'll see.
I always hated touching the tomatoes.
I always liked when he had grown peppers in the past, and like I would come like spy and just see how it was going or whatever, and I stay far away because I kill everything. This year not happening. I will grow and be successful.
So
Anyway,
I should stop watering everything.
no, you gotta wait 12 days. Anyways,
because I watered everything.
You would
today
open
and checked on them.
You would open the grow tent and it just smelled like peppers. Like there weren't even any peppers there yet, but the plants smell like
I
peppers.
just love the
and
smell
I
of
love it.
opening the grow tent and smelling all the dirt
Like
and
the
the fresh
soil,
oxygen and
like-
everything. Like it's, you
Yeah.
get an oxygen burst.
Is that what that smells like? It just it smells good. It smells like nature.
Frank is in the house.
Woohoo!
From Effie Quail Farm says hi WTF and Jasmine.
Fun fact: Frank and Laura from F&E Quail Farm are officially NPIP certified. Congrats, guys! Proud of you.
Yep. Bears Farm says I just had a quail born just now. Awesome.
Sweet. It's fun. Sometimes
Congrats.
they just go pop.
Yeah. Never gets old watching them pop out of the shells.
Mm-hmm.
Berna says she's glad that her quail are in an apartment. I'm guessing because of the AI thing. I would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Feather and Shell says, as it was born during WTF talk, are you going to name it Whiskey or Tango? That's funny.
I like that.
They said LOL, it just might.
It's awesome. You're gonna like mark it, like paint his toenail or something.
Verna says, anyone want to help me process 50 birds? If you just want me to package them up for dog food or something, I can do that in a snap.
Yeah.
It only takes me about 15 minutes to do that many birds and bag them up and throw them in the freezer.
But when it comes to cleaning them, that's the more tedious. Yeah.
Yeah. Ed says, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get the notifications for new videos.
Yes.
And when we go live. Thank you. Which doctor wants to know the signs of AI?
Very rapid, quick death. I'd have to look. So there's lots of articles going around right now, and I should know this better off the top of my head, like what the actual numbers are. But it's when 50% or more of your flock dies within a couple days or a week. Like there's an actual like number to kind of go off of, because that like obviously once in a while, and it's unexplained death, I should say. So like obviously if somebody was beat up on and scalped and they died, that doesn't count. But if they're just like dropping dead for no reason and like you literally have no idea why, I would highly advise getting in contact with your local ag department and potentially having somebody come in and take a look at it. I know that seems really scary, but that's the responsible thing to do. So yes.
Travis says, hello everyone, hope you're all doing well.
Thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
I think her headache's gone. She's more hipper.
Oh, it is.
For hipper.
Thank you.
Chipper.
It is gone.
Josh's Punk Rock Garden says, which doctor at my Shire Farm did a video on AI that goes over symptoms and just a day or two ago. Check out that later after this is over.
Yeah, I think I was going to watch it this morning and then I was running late for work and then I was like, oh, I'll watch on the way to work. and then I didn't. Or listen on the way to work, I should say.
Dennis says, hello, everyone from Missouri.
Hello, hello.
Travis is from northern Minnesota.
Sweet.
It's awesome. Thanks for joining us way up in the cold area.
Up there north.
Up there north, hey there now.
Yeah, there, hey.
Ed says it's very hard to find cat food.
Really?
Is it now? I didn't know that.
Well, we get our cat food from the same place that we get our quail food, like from Prince. So I guess we haven't noticed, but yeah, I haven't strolled down the aisles of the cat food at the grocery store. So.
Or the pet store.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
And our local Petco, like we go there once in a while, like for dog treats and like
Toys.
antlers and stuff and toys.
Buy antlers from there, anyways.
Well, whatever, things to chew on. And their stuff is like always on pallets, like it's never actually on the shelf. So if the shelves are empty, that doesn't really surprise us.
They need somebody like.
They're understaffed. It's not their fault. They're just understaffed.
Pack their shelves.
Everybody's understaffed.
Well, a lot of times it's stuff that they put it next to the shelf where it's supposed to go, and I'll look at the like carts that it's on, and it's all the shelves are full of that item, and it's just extras, and they just don't put it in the back for some reason.
Oh, I haven't looked that closely. I just walk around it.
I'm observant. So, which doctor wants to know what fodder is? Is it anything you sprout?
I thought so, but am I wrong? I thought it was just any like sprouts, like microgreens.
Yep. Gary says, hello, Whiskey Tango Farms in Verna, Ed got bait, and all to the rest of the Quail family and friends. Hello from North Carolina.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Little Ridge Farm says, Amazon has a small fodder tower, perfect for quail.
Yeah. We should we should do a video on ours. We just got it from Jung's, so I would imagine you'd be able to get it online anywhere. It's just like a simple little setup. So I opened it and then I got distracted. I have squirrel syndrome really bad. I think most people call it ADD.
Ed says, well, you are growing more rabbit turds too. LOL.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But the cool thing about rabbit poop is it's cold manure. For those of you that don't know, you can put it right on the garden. It won't burn your plants. Whereas quail poop, chicken poop, all that.
To put it in the cornfield. Or the street.
I was like, today, it looked nice out, but the ground is most definitely still frozen.
It's starting to thaw. The ground is starting to thaw.
Hallelujah.
Which is good and bad. Because I wanted to drive the tractor and do some stuff with the compost pile, but whatever. Melissa says, thanks for the info. You're very welcome. Gary says, could you explain line breeding and other ways to breed?
Did it say? I'm guessing you mean quail. I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, technically you can do like brother to sister. That's okay. It seems like when you breed brother to sister, if you have any like underlying issues, they'll pop out more. So that way, for birds, like for quail, you usually have really good luck doing spiral breeding, where you can have like several different pens, like say like an A, B, and C cage, and then you take the offspring, like say the A cage hatches out those babies. You'll take those babies and then breed them back to the parents of the B cage, and you take the babies from the B cage and breed them back to the parents of the C cage, and then C over to A. Yeah, that's called spiral breeding. That's my understanding of it, and maybe there is a lot of different ways to breed, and inbreeding in animals is not nearly as bad as what it is for humans. In humans, yes. I think record keeping is the biggest priority. So, because if you inbreed and all of a sudden something weird pops up, like cross beak or a weird issue or whatever, like you need to figure out how to not do that again, undo it, and like just don't do that again. So make sure you keep good records. But we do breed brother to sister once in a while, like if we're like trying something out, because we are a small farm, like sometimes that's what you have to do to figure something out, or to try to reproduce it or learn more about like, oh, what is that? And then whatever. So yeah, just you do you. But yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. I'd say like newbie quail lovers or self-sufficient quail would probably be both really good groups, or quail for profit, to ask that and maybe get some opinions of like other breeders and stuff. There honestly really isn't a right or wrong answer, but you might be able to get some more ideas. So yeah, check it out. That was a good question. What? I'm sorry. Well, my head doesn't hurt. I can nod my head without it hurting.
Anyways,
now.
Katrina says, you guys, I just sold all the quail in my brooder. They will get them this weekend at 3 weeks old. Going to start another batch early April. We still have quail in the freezer and rabbits now too. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Congratulations.
That is how you do it. This is how we do it. Oh, I hope we don't get like copyright. I didn't sound that good.
You're horrible anyways. Katrina says, starting someone out on their quail journey. That's great.
Heck yeah. That's so cool. Like when they start hatching like quail out, and then they like message you, and you're like, oh my god! Like I don't know. It's just like it's super exciting hatching out your own quail. But then when like people that you sold quail to start hatching out their quail, and they're excited, like it's like a proud parent moment. I don't know. It's weird, but that's super cool.
Peg P says, oh, I love the smell of tomato plants. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Is that your stomach?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't even have my hearing aids in, and I can hear
I
that.
know.
Holy mackerel!
I didn't eat dinner. Or yeah, I did. I don't know.
It's okay.
Anywho's. Kelly says, it's just so good to see you guys and chat with my people in the comments. Been one of those weeks, and so nice to have my people and their calming presence. You're welcome.
Ooh.
Ooh, what?
But there was a quote.
What, the duck?
There was a quote I was gonna post, and then I forgot because I was running late for work. So make sure it's okay. Yeah. Okay. So I found it on Pinterest because I was looking for kind of like, sometimes I need to pick me up and I need quotes, and I go to Pinterest. So this is one I found on Pinterest. It doesn't say who it's from, but it says, surround yourself with people who push you to do and be better. No drama or negativity. Just higher goals and higher motivation. Good times and positive energy. No jealousy or hate. Simply bringing out the absolute best in each other. And that, my friends, is what like this is. So, anywho, I felt that was a really good, like, I just had to read that. So I'm glad we can help you feel better.
Jasmine says, you are welcome, Tracy. You guys are doing great. We are always learning.
Oh, that all connects so good. I'm such a dork, I know.
Oh my gosh. Never mind.
I must have missed something today.
Verna says, when you're alone, it seems to take all day to do a dozen. Yeah, I can see that when you butcher and that it takes forever, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
Little Ridge Farm says, well, at least you opened the fodder tower. It's a start, LOL. Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but it sat on the counter for how long before I opened it? So, I mean, we're heading in the right direction here.
Probably a week or
that
two.
was loud. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And now it's been sitting in my office on my desk for 2 weeks.
See, I wasn't even sure where it was. So, see, that's good to know, too.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to put it in a tote somewhere because I'm sick of seeing that. Jasmine says, not quail, but I've collected fertilized eggs for my goose and put 8 in the incubator and 6 Muscovy ducks in there too. Quail are so much easier. I am hand turning the waterfowl eggs. Yeah, we have turkey eggs in our incubator. I think they need to go in lockdown.
I have it in the calendar.
I think they need to go in lockdown.
I was gonna say I think it's Wednesday, but today is Wednesday.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
Nope, turkey lockdown is next
Really?
Tuesday.
It's next Tuesday?
Yep.
Okay. We have more eggs to put in there though anyways.
That is the one thing that's holding me back from getting and space from getting emu eggs is like looking at the tedious process it is to hatch those
Yeah, they're horrible.
Those emerald or
Anywho, Dennis says, what colors of quail do you raise and what is your favorite color and variety?
Okay, so
I'll let you go first.
Okay, first part of the question: what colors of quail do we raise? We have jumbo pharaoh, jumbo Egyptian, scarlet, or Egyptian fee, pearl, fab fee, Italian, and then we have scarlet and red range with tuxedo in them, and those are our celadons. We have some other celadons that we're working on as well. We have some project colors that I don't want to say what they are because I don't want to break the internet quite yet.
Whatever.
What? Anyways, we have. I'm choking on my spit. Sorry. Oh, we have some red pearls right now from Zach. Those are super pretty. What else do we have? German pastel, pansy fee,
silver,
which is just a collection, and same with the German pastels. It's just a collection of mutations, so that's not okay. I think that's it. And as far as my favorite color, I really like the Egyptian fee, but I also really like one of the project colors we have. Just wait. What's your answer?
My favorite color?
A deep moody green. I love you, Jasmine. That would be a really cool color quail, actually.
A Muscovy colored quail. Because they have that green.
You're
sheen.
thinking of cayugas.
Or cayuga, sorry. Wow.
I have some cayugas ducklings on order. Don't look at me like that. You know that those in the Ancona or Ancona.
Ancona. I thought we were just getting Anconas.
Yeah, and then I said I'll take a couple of the cayugas too. Maybe I didn't tell you that.
No, you didn't.
Surprise.
I don't want those ducks.
I want black eggs. They lay black eggs.
This just sounds weird.
Yeah. Anyways, answer the question.
I don't know what my color is. I don't know. I forgot what it was. What was the one I liked? I don't know. Yep. I like the light ones. I like the silvers and the light colored quail.
There was one that we were trying to reproduce of yours, and then the one that we thought we needed to use to reproduce it died.
I called it.
Yeah, I thought it's because it got scalped or something. Though.
No, I just called it.
Why?
I didn't have anywhere to put it.
And it was a really cool color.
Yeah, I had nowhere to put him because I wanted to change out my other thing, so I got rid of him. Anyways, yep. Otherwise, jumbo eggs or jumbo pharaohs are great. Quail.
We're getting caught up.
Quail Town wants to know: do we bag our rabbit poop to sell? I do not. We've thought about it, or I've thought about it. Mm-hmm. But I have the amount of rabbit poop we have right now. I have uses for. So we have lots of.
We'll use it ourselves.
We have lots of available flat land to plant vegetables and stuff.
Stuff and things.
So you make your land work for you, and you'll produce for many.
That sounded very fancy. That belongs on a t-shirt or a plaque or something. Make your land. What did you say? Make your land work for you, and it will produce for many. Something like that. I don't know. It sounded good at the time. Any hoozles?
Anyway, Mr. Ed says, when spiral breeding, do you suggest leg bands to keep things straight? Yes. That will help in your record keeping. different colored leg bands, and you can swap and swoopy. Sorry, I'm weird.
In a pinch, you can also use nail polish on their toes.
Yep. Gary says, thanks. I have A, B, and C cages. Look at that. That works.
Hey, it was meant to be. Get it? Meant to be. Oh, sorry.
Jasmine says she has sold her rabbit poop by a 5-gallon bucket before. I could probably use old feed sacks too. Yeah, that would work. The feed sacks of poo.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how much you would sell it for. I have no idea what people would pay to get organic rabbit poop.
I'm curious too if you do, Jasmine, if they're doing buckets, I imagine you're probably telling them to bring their own, you know. See, that's the thing too, is like right now, like our feed bags, we use those, like.
No, I throw out a lot of them. But you do use them for garbage bags, I know.
Garbage bags, and right now, because we have some rabbits in the garage, those are really good for protecting the garage floor because
rabbits like to pee.
Yeah. And like, I don't want to put them outside because obviously we got these rabbits after we winterized the hutch. So I don't have like a place that they can really go besides the garage. And
We need to expand the rabbitry.
Yeah. I didn't ever think. I remember when we built Tiffany's design, we're like, oh, we're just going to cut it in half. We'll never have more than 4 rabbits. Well, then we're like, oh, we'll just build another one because we'll have a buck and a doe hutch. Well, now we need another hutch. So maybe we should just build another 8. And a tractor for the babies.
I'm building something else for the babies. But anyways, that'll be this weekend.
Yeah.
Johnny wants to know, how do you mark your quail for record keeping? Do you band the legs? And if so, what bands do you use?
Oh.
Ed Got Bait shared the link for quailcage.com for leg bands. Kristin, I know, bought something else on Amazon.
They work really good, and then we learned, I'll figure out how to like post it in the comments. Why is this not loading? We must be sucking up all the bandwidth. I don't
know. Our Wi-Fi has not been happy.
We found too that if you put it on their like thigh, like above
their knee,
instead of on their calf, that works the best. If I can't do this like in a timely manner, I can post it in the comments afterwards.
Yep, that's what you'll do.
Okay, and I'll post like on our Facebook, like in the comments on Facebook and in the comments on this YouTube thing for you guys. So, because yeah, my phone is just not working right now.
Ed says, slow and steady, WTF. You will have fodder by next year, I'm sure.
If we're lucky.
If I do it, I'm sure we would, but she's busy, woman.
For a while.
I'm busy, but I always find 2 minutes to do something.
I would say you can, because you work from home mostly, like, you can do that kind of stuff in passing. I work not from home, so I don't get to just like, whoop, and then go like do, something else, so.
Little Ridge Farm says, wow, 2 weeks could I have done a few rounds of fodder. Yep.
Whose side are you on here? You're right, but yes.
Jasmine says, so true. Yep. LOL.
All right, I will, okay. I was going to promise, but I don't know. I don't want to let you guys down. I will try my hardest. I promise to try my hardest to do a quick, short fodder video on Friday. We have a very, very large swap to prepare for on Saturday, and that will include going down and putting up our tables on Friday night to make sure we have a spot this time. And especially because, okay, so last spring we went down with 1 table and it really wasn't enough space. And then for some reason we thought when we did this swap is always in the spring and fall, this particular one. So then I figured We'll be okay with like 1.5. We took like one normal table and one like little smaller table. I'm like, that'll be fine. Yeah, it still was enough room. So I'm taking 2 tables this time, which means we need more room. Which means I need to go down the night before, or we won't have room.
You'd also grab a table from them or rent a table over there.
Yeah, but it's like $5 a
$2
table.
or something. Oh.
No, it's $5 a table. So
I don't care.
$10.
That's so much easier than carrying a freaking table.
I will carry 2
anyways.
tables. It's not a big deal. Because it's the thing is too, it's the space. I want to reserve our space too.
Yeah.
And I don't want people like all up in my like
Business?
space. Yes. And because of like AI,
AI,
even though we don't plan on bringing anything back, like even when we come back, like literally all of our clothes are going straight into the washer. We're all taking showers, like boots and everything are being scrubbed down, like no exceptions. I don't like germs, period. And I was like this way before the pandemic started.
We can't have boots with the fart.
He's lucky he's cute. That's something. Anyways, I want to make sure we have space. That's all.
Anyways, Gary says, just wanted to let you know I have ordered pheasant eggs to hatch. Thought I would give it a try. Pheasant tastes good too. That's interesting.
I grew up pheasant hunting. I had a Weimaraner named Gunther, and Gunther. Yeah, we got a lot of pheasants together. He was the goodest boy. And then we even got, my mom shot it. I'm kind of sad, but she was pretty heck bent on getting this pheasant. It was a black pheasant, not just like the regular like ringneck pheasant. The game farm that we like paid to populate it, and like basically we like belonged to this like game farm club where we paid money to be able to hunt on this land, but that money went into like putting trees, and like we volunteered like to take care of the trees and the corn and taking care of the pheasants and whatever. So anyhow, somebody decided to buy a bunch of black pheasants, and my mom went ballistic. And to be fair, it is really cool, like up close. But at the time, I was like, "What?" It's
Talk about your mom's black pheasant.
Yeah, it's just
stuffed.
I was like, "This is stupid."
Looks
And
like a cayuga.
it does look like a cayuga. And so whatever, we like hunted for these stupid things because there weren't that many. She finally got one, and then she paid $1 million, not $1 million, but she paid a lot of money to have it like
Mounted.
taxidermied or whatever, mounted. It was
pretty.
It was very pretty, like up close, because they're not like a cayuga. They're not just black, like they're like iridescent and gorgeous. So my mom shot that because that was her thing. But yeah, Gunther and I got a lot of like regular pheasants, and that was a lot of fun. He was a good boy.
Ed Got Bait wants to know how Nano's doing. Nano is a big dog.
He has been a little poop head lately.
Yeah, he's turning into his Velociraptor stage.
I thought that wasn't supposed to happen until they were like a year old.
No, a lot of people said about like 4 months, and he's a week from 4 months.
That explains a lot.
Or
so this
maybe
is the worst part?
No, he's 4 months Saturday.
So this is the worst part.
Yeah, this is the start of the worst. And
I'm sorry, the start of the worst.
This is the start of the worst, and supposedly it doesn't get better until he's 3 years old. I don't know. We'll see.
Send help.
But he's been a
poop head
handful.
He's very cute though.
Jasmine says, I am now obsessed with GPC, German Pastel Collection. Yes. They are pretty birds. I like those.
They are.
Those are some of my favorites as well.
I love the blue or like the blau jean.
Bless you.
Yes. It's gorgeous. But I do not like it on like when people think German Pastel Collection, you usually see that like golden-y bird, like just the solid colored one that's like goldenly colored. I don't really care for that, but the blue that's on that, like if it's on a different base, I actually really do like it. I just don't like it on that base.
Verna says, my favorites in order are Pansy Jumbo White Wing, or Jumbo, what was that word?
Jumbo White Wing Pied?
Is that what that is? Okay.
I think so.
And Jumbo Wilds.
Or Jumbo White Wing Pharaoh, like just white wings.
White wing.
Wild white wing.
Ed wants to know, are you getting any of the all black chicken? We had the A.M. Samani chickens last year, and we got rid of them because they weren't
They were both boys.
They were both boys, and they also were all black.
Yeah, so AMC Manis are very hard. A good AMC Mani is hard to find. They very commonly have gold leakage and the wrong colored tongue.
Yeah, our tongues were red.
I also very quickly learned that, I don't want to say that they're a fad, but when you want to talk about chicken drama, whoo, boy. And I'm like, I want these off my farm now.
Yeah. We have black chickens, though. We have silkies. You open them up, they're all black.
Yes, their skin, bones, organs, everything are black. And then we have a black Jersey Giant, which is not, it's not like melanistic or whatever. There's Ladybug. We're both just like,
Sorry.
Squirrel. I wish it would stop. It's like, that's not the same as like a silky where it has like everything black. And contrary to rumor, the AMC Manis lay white, like cream colored eggs. They do not lay black eggs. There's a picture going around on Facebook and social media for a while where it showed like that they were all black, and it showed like the black meat, black bones and everything, but then it showed black eggs. The picture of the black eggs, I believe, were from Cayuga ducks, because Cayugas lay black eggs. There may be other poultry that lay them as well. I'm not sure, but I know Cayugas do, and AMC Manis do not.
Jasmine's laughing. Says, mumble to herself, moody, deep green.
Hey, if I can develop a deep, moody, green colored quail, I will hook you up, girl. Like, I want some too. Yeah. I wonder what happens if you take a Cayuga duck and breed it to a quail.
Ed Got Bait said, Brandon philosophy.
What?
I don't know. I thought you were going to say something. Jasmine says, I still love Tibetan and FAP. I have some gorgeous dark grouse right now, and I'm looking forward to working with. That's awesome.
I like Tibetans, but I do not like
any of them.
Rosetta. Oh.
I don't like EB quail at all.
I like homozygous EB. I like Tibetans, but not Rosettas. And unfortunately, like, to do basically any type of like test breeding of an EB, like a Tibetan or Rosetta, mainly Tibetan, to like say a feral, is you're gonna get Rosetta then, and I'm just, I just don't like them. I think it's too busy looking.
Verna asks, "Are you gonna plant the Three Sisters?" I did a variation of that. I just did Two Sisters last year.
Just twins.
I did not grow beans in the cornfield.
I see, so sweet corn, beans, and lettuce, right?
Corn, beans, and squash.
Oh, squash. That was it. Yeah.
But I planted squash out in the cornfield, just a winter acorn squash. That did very well with the corn, and then the corn, obviously. But this year, I don't know if I'm going to plant squash or not out there. We'll see.
We did buy zucchini, which is technically a squash. Does
Yeah,
that
I don't
count?
think I'm gonna...
Or does it have to be...
No, it doesn't. It can be a squash.
Cucumbers are squash. Sort of. Are they squash?
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
Anyways.
They won't be by each other, though, which I think that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe.
Well, they're made, because it's Three Sisters, the beans go up the corn stalks, and then the squash go through the corn, and also use that as a kind of a trellis as well.
So it's kind of similar to like square foot gardening.
Yeah, the corn is strong enough to hold up all those plants.
Oh, it's like companion gardening.
Yes, exactly.
Is this okay? See, I thought it was more about cross pollination, but that makes way more sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
They work off each other. That's why it's the Three Sisters.
Oh, I forgot what it was. Carrots and was it carrots and radishes are supposed to be really good companion. I was looking at companion gardening. I need to write it down more and stuff, but sorry.
Little Ridge Farm says the weather keeps slowing me down here in upstate New York. Got 6 inches of snow today in the boondocks. That's great. That's awesome to hear. I wouldn't mind having a little more snow.
Get out of here. What?
Peg P says, Jasmine, what do you sell the rabbit poo for?
For pricing.
What price? Psycho Ward 360 says, we were there that day that the Moody Green episode happened. Yeah, was fun. Which doctor wants to know why is it the larger eggs are harder to hatch them? I don't know.
I think sometimes, especially new layers seem to have double yolks. And I know you can hatch chicks from double yolks, but it's not common, and most people don't success with it. It's possible, but not common.
Well, even some of the larger, like I'd say,
single yolkers.
Yeah, 22-gram eggs and stuff like that. I've noticed. I haven't really like written it down ever, but like I've noticed some of them they just don't hatch. They have trouble even just popping out of the egg. Sometimes even if they pip.
So it's not even like a development thing.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm sure there's some scientific like reason for it. I know too, at least for us in our current incubator, we just have the hatching time. Their newest, like the setter hatcher combo one. We have the 180 or whatever, like the tallest one. Yeah. The quail trays they're not very jumbo friendly, so I tried something new this time where I took like paper towel, and I didn't use the quail rails, but I just used the regular like chicken like tray holder thing, and I like wound paper towel in so they weren't rubbing, because this last batch that I just did, I found that even with the quail rails, the jumbo eggs were rubbing on each other, and a lot of them ended up cracking, and I was really upset about it because like we're very busy now, and I was very stiff with what eggs I held back to make sure we didn't interfere with orders, and then like a lot of them were cracked, so I was really bummed about that. So I'm trying something else new, but so that maybe possibly part of it too, see if they're rubbing on each other. But
Jasmine says, "Dang, Brandon's getting deep up in here." Yeah, I'm sorry.
what part did we? Oh, was the plant take care of your land? Or see, I already forgot what it was now.
I'll have to go back and watch it and see.
Yeah.
Verna says, that means we have to put our waders on. Sorry. Jasmine says, yes, Ricky, I was a guest here on Whiskey Tango Talks, and someone asked my favorite color was, and I answered literally, not thinking about quail colors. I laughed a lot after I realized, LOL.
I think that was
awesome, hilarious.
Though.
It was funny.
I love it.
It was great.
And now we know your favorite color.
Feather and Shell says, rabbit gold goes for $5 to $15 a pound when you sell in smaller containers. Interesting. So I can't sell like a 30-pound bag of rabbit poop.
You could, but
people probably wouldn't want to buy it.
That's a lot of poop.
Little Ridge Farm says, grind the poo up into a powder and put in gallon Ziploc baggies with labels on them and sell for $5 to $10 a bag. Only takes a tablespoon or two twice a week around the plants. There you go.
Good to know.
Cycle Ward 360 says, I've saved up about 35 feed bags full of quail poo so far.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you. You're having an awesome garden.
I missed something. Anyways. And Ed wanted to remember, quail poop is hot. Yes, it is a hot manure, so it needs to be composted or let sit for a while. Feather and Shell says, just to be fair, I bought fodder trays and 5 pounds of seeds about 3 months ago and have yet to do anything with myself. Still in the box on my bed. See, there you go.
The struggle is real and life happens. For sure.
Then Cycle War 360 says, yep, I need to build a compost area to let it break down. There you go. Yes, you do. Be exciting. What? Ashley says, can't wait to see you guys Saturday.
Woohoo!
Awesome. Frank says, you liked my silver black ones. You should see them now. That I have coming out with. Be interesting.
Maybe you should bring some pictures on Saturday. I think I was talking to Laura, and she was talking about maybe being at the swap on Saturday.
Oh, they're gonna come.
Yeah, she was talking about it, but they weren't sure. Yeah, I think so.
Buyers.
Be careful, you're gonna walk off with another. What did you?
Free chicken.
Black Australorp.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't. I don't know.
What? Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it was funny at the time.
Jasmine says, I have a huge fodder setup that has been just sitting, and about 200 pounds of wheat/oats. Project procrastination queen over here.
Maybe, hopefully, if I hold up my promise to try really hard to do my video on Friday, maybe it will push everybody else to like feel like what is the word? Like encourage. That's not the word, but whatever. Like maybe that'll help push you too.
Verna says ladybugs are good luck.
Yeah, except I don't know that there is such thing as a real ladybug anymore. There used to be ladybugs. Now we just have Japanese beetles, and they look like ladybugs. I'm not really sure how to tell them apart. I'm sure there's some way, but yeah.
Little Rich Farm says, I ate black chicken before. My ex burnt it all the time.
Shots fired, man.
He said that, or they said she could burn water. There you go.
That's me. Actually, I've been doing really good, right?
What?
I've been getting better. My cooking skills have greatly improved.
Larson Farm says black copper Morans are my favorite. They lay dark chocolate eggs.
Oh,
yeah, those
are
are
gorgeous.
Pretty eggs.
We had a black copper Morans. We have a couple blue copper Morans right now, and their eggs aren't quite as dark. They're much darker than others. They're huge. Those are the ones I would give them to my aunt, and she called them dinosaur eggs because they were large and in charge.
Verna says the beans are what bring the nitrogen back to the soil that the corn needs. There you go. For the Three Sisters.
Oh. Yeah, there's probably like multiple reasons that people do that. Like, you know.
Otis says, hello, all fellow bird brains. Hello. Ed says, did you know there's a board game called Three Sisters, and it's a farming game?
I did not know that, but that's pretty sweet. I believe was it the Native Americans that like came up with that, or like taught, like I thought I read somewhere that it was like an old, like it dates back like really, really long ago. Like this isn't a new thing. So there's something to it.
Verna says larger eggs take a day or two longer to develop.
Oh, that makes sense. I wonder if they're more prone to like, I guess I would have to like log it and maybe pay attention to it. Because right now, like it wasn't like on my mind really. You know, I wonder if then they're going to get more curly toes and stuff. Probably not, because they're just, that's interesting.
Which doctor says you guys should print out jumbo rails for the incubator? I've thought about it.
Yeah, I guess if this like paper towel thing that I've tried, if that works out, I can maybe have him print something that's very similar to that. Because
I can, like for our setup at least, because they just sit inside there, I can print something. It would hold less eggs, but it would print. I could make something, design something easy for our stuff. Like
basically what I did with the paper towel, where it just holds 8 then?
No, it hold more. Probably like 10.
Because you could like,
a
little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now the rails that it comes with, it holds 13, and then there's 6 rows per tray, and then there's 6 trays that you can fit in there at once. The way I have them in there right now, just like individually, like side by side, like they're not staggered at all. It fits 8, but like there's a lot of space on the end, so I know I could fit probably 9 or 10 in there if I really tried. But yeah, it would take some logistics.
Jasmine said yes to that as well. Verna said yes to Still waiting for me to make a double egg platter. Sorry. I will get to that someday.
Well,
I haven't been much designing or printing much.
You haven't had much personal time, like any extra time.
Well,
What is extra time? Let's be honest.
I
But
have no idea.
well, he's gonna be teaching me how to 3D print because I got like one of his older printers, like as a hand-me-down. Because I really want to print some like a strawberry tower thing. But I figured because I'm also really like into like I don't want to say like graphic design, but like I guess graphic design. But I didn't go to school for it or anything. I just dabble in it. But I'm hoping like maybe I can once I get the hang of 3D printing, maybe I can help you with some of that stuff too. Like, but I have only ever designed stuff like in 2D, like 3D. It's like a whole new dimension, man. Like
it's a whole nother level.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, the programming to do that kind of stuff is I'm not familiar with it. Like I'm good with Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, all that, but like Fusion 360 and stuff, like it's another program I have to learn.
Dennis says you can also dilute your poo in water and make a plant tea to pour around the plants. Yep.
I have heard that
make
before.
Like a compost tea.
Yeah, that's what I've read. Yep. I think that's in that book that Jasmine recommended that I buy. The like I think it's called like Gardening Journal. It looks like a pinwheel on the front.
Verna says Japanese beetles are orange and black. Ladybugs are red and black.
I don't know though, because some of our Japanese beetles, unless maybe ladybugs stink like Japanese beetles, but like sometimes they'll accidentally like smush them or whatever, and they're red and black and they stink like the Japanese beetles. So I'm not sure, and they seem to intermingle, at least around here.
Well, Verna says the Japanese beetles bite.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, story time. So we almost made it to the end. When I was a little girl, my aunt took me, she went to go buy like deer apples or something. We went to this farm and we went into the barn, and it was in August or September, like when they really start swarming, like to get ready for winter. And like one went down my shirt and like I couldn't get it out, and it was biting me and biting me and biting me. And like this old farmer man was like standing right there. My aunt like lifted my shirt up, like she's trying to help me, but I was like, I don't know, I was probably 13 years old or something. So like having my shirt lifted up in front of this like old farmer man was super embarrassing. Oh my God, it was horrific. It was traumatic.
Don't lie. Don't lie. If you had that done at any age.
Okay, true.
You would feel that way.
Well, if I was like, I'm saying like if I was like 8, like I wouldn't have cared. I don't think. I mean, like if I was like 5.
You? Yeah.
No, I didn't become self-conscious until I hit puberty. Dang, I wish I could go back in time sometimes. But yeah, it was horrific and it hurt. I remember it was right here. Like it hurt really bad.
Well, Verna said when she was a child, her mother got bit on her breast.
Oh,
so there you go.
Mine was only this like it was pretty close, but
Verna said you need a 3D scanner to help with the programming.
I think iPads do that.
Those
the
are
LiDAR
expensive.
scanner can't.
No, you can
supposedly,
yeah,
probably something very simple.
And they just another 3D company came out with a scanner, but they're expensive.
Anything new like that is expensive, but look at how much in pricing 3D printers have come down since they came out. Like they're very affordable now. It's the upgrades that get you.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you being hanging tight for my babbling and story time, and obviously technical issues in the beginning again. Sorry, one of these days we'll get a home run on it. But once again, thank you to our moderators, Verna and Ed Got Bait. Thanks for everybody that joins us. We greatly appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, notification bell, check us out. I'm going to promise to try very, very hard to do my fodder thingy tower video on Friday before we get ready for our swap. We'll see some of you a lot more here around in the summer at the swaps and shows and such, and flea markets and whatnot. But yeah, thanks and have a good night. Bye.